Hello and welcome to another video. I hope that you are all very well. A couple of years ago, I uploaded a video called How to Impress a Driving Examiner, which had a considerable amount of views. However, the problem is that due to the COVID-19 situation, a lot of the things I said in that video no longer apply. So I thought I'd make another video with an updated version in it. Now, one of the first things I said in my previous video is that you should turn up to the test centre smart but casually dressed. Now, I had a lot of comments on that, mainly from driving instructors, to say that that is utter rubbish, that driving examiners do not see the way you are dressed, that driving examiners only assess your driving. That is the way it should be. However, we all know that examiners are human beings. So my advice is still turn up to the test centre smart but casually dressed. Now, the second thing I said in that video was to smile and greet the examiner with a handshake. Now, yes, of course, you can still smile, but please do not try to shake hands with the examiner. You want to keep your distance 2 meters social distance away from the examiner. Your provisional driving license, the examiner will want to check your license to make sure that it is genuine and that the signature matches your signature that you sign matches your provisional driving license. Now, normally you would hand the license to the examiner in his hand. Now, I'm changing the advice and I'm requesting pupils, candidates, to place the license on the table, where the examiner will then, without touching your license, shine an ultraviolet light on the license to make sure that it is genuine, and then he's going to check your signature. Now, with the signature, depending on the situation, normally the examiners would ask you to sign their iPad, and then he would check the signature from the iPad to the driving license. However, if the situation, the COVID-19 situation, is not good, then the examiner will ask you to sign a blank piece of paper, which you will take home with you afterwards. The examiner will check the signature from the license to the blank piece of paper and then just tick the box in his iPad or her iPad to confirm that it matches. So if you really want to impress the driving examiner, bring your own paper with you. Bring your own pen with you. The idea is that you're avoiding contact with the examiner. The examiner will feel safer as well, rather than you having to touch his or her pen. After the examiner's checked your license, everything is matches, then you're expected to take the piece of paper with you home, and the examiner will ask you to lead the way to your vehicle to read a number plate. Provided that you've read the number plate correctly, the examiner will ask you some show me, tell me questions. One tell me question at the beginning of the test and the show me question during the test itself. I can't stress the importance of these questions. It's very important to get it correct. Even though if you get both questions wrong, it's only a minor mistake. First impression is usually the last impression. By getting the questions correct, you're showing the examiner that you've bothered, that you've put the effort in, and you really genuinely want to pass this driving test. After you've done the show me, tell me question, after you've done the tell me question, you're in the car. Now, once you're in the car, Again, depending on the COVID situation, it's better to have the window slightly open. Even if it's raining, even if it's pouring with rain, having the window just a couple of centimeters open is not going to drench you. Yes, a little bit of water may come in the car, but it can easily be wiped off afterwards. If it's not raining, try to have the window fully open. It'll make the examiner feel safer. It'll make the examiner feel comfortable. Nobody wants to risk catching anything. So if the examiner feels comfortable, if the examiner feels more relaxed, then he'll be sitting back like this, and you never know, it may increase your chances of passing the driving test. The final thing, the most important thing to impress the examiner must be and is your driving. What does the examiner want? The examiner wants you to drive safely, but with confidence. The whole purpose of the driving test is to see whether you are capable of driving on your own. The examiner does not expect a perfect drive. No one is a perfect driver. We all make mistakes. I make mistakes. The examiners make mistakes. We all make mistakes. However, the examiner wants to see that you can handle a situation on your own. However, do not drive like a learner. Do not think that you're a learner. You're out there to prove to the examiner that you are no longer a learner driver, that you are capable of handling any situation safely and confidently, following the driving system, which is mirror, signal, position, speed, gears, and look. I've created a separate video on that subject, on the MSM PSL routine. The link is coming up now. Also, at the end of this video, there'll be a link to the MSM PSL routine that the examiner expects from yourself and from all learner drivers. If you found this video beneficial, please give it a thumbs up, as you know that giving a thumbs up helps us to make more videos. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your support.